You are about to blow your minds and find yourselves one with God. July 12, 2014. Today I would like to address humanity's fears and worries, as it appears that all over the world violence and conflict is escalating uncontrollably. Humanity is awakening. The many conflicts erupting, between individuals in difficult relationships or within nations apparently preparing to or already tearing themselves apart at the seams, appears to indicate the reverse. This is not the case. For eons there has been forceful and psychological oppression, suppression, and denial in every race, culture, and religion on earth, with each one claiming the right to enforce their views on those born into them. However, these conflicts are but an enormous indication of the awakening of vast numbers of humans who are no longer willing to surrender their power to those who would usurp it and use it against them. These conflicts are the last vestiges of the enforcers' attempts to maintain control of humanity, but humanity has made the collective decision not to be controlled. Large numbers of you are realizing that you are all sovereign beings who have the absolute right to the freedom to live your lives in ways that suit each one of you personally, and in which interaction with one another is harmonious, cordial, peaceful, and compassionate. Those who have held the apparent reins of power and used them to reign over you, are doing their utmost to maintain control by passing ever more laws to supposedly protect you from the terrorists who they claim constantly threaten your lives and security. The real terrorists, of course, although truly there are none, there is just a small minority of severely damaged individuals living in terror, and therefore constantly maintaining within themselves a state of readiness to take up arms, are those who would retain their positions of power and authority over you, and who are desperately trying to maintain that power and authority through the unconscionable use of the various legal jurisdictions, military, security, and intelligence arms of their governments. The end of those times is fast approaching because humanity has decided no longer to be cowed, suppressed, or controlled. Major governmental changes are secretly underway all over the planet, changes that are essential for the harmonious living conditions that are soon to break out across the world. You have had enough conflict, you can see clearly that it only induces more conflict, you are ready to release yourselves from it, and because it is your collective will and the divine will, you will be utterly successful. As you are always being reminded by those in the spiritual realms through numerous channels, love is the only answer to any issue or problem with which you have to deal. And deep within yourselves, each of you, every human being, knows this. The illusion was built as a means to experience separation from God and therefore from one another, and it has been extremely successful in convincing you that you are each separate, tiny, and insignificant parts of an unimaginably vast and threatening whole. However, as you have been told before, the illusion is like a dark cloak enveloping you all, and hiding from you the reality of God's eternal and brilliant day in which all that He creates has its permanent and non-ending existence. You all have within you the divine spark of love from which you were created that is inextinguishable, but which has been hidden from your sight by the cloak of darkness that contains and maintains the illusion. The tsunami of love now embracing the illusion is intensifying because so many of you have made the choice to choose love instead of fear. Fear has not yet totally dissolved, it takes hold of you in moments of doubt and anxiety, but your intent to be loving disarms it, and so it is dissolving, along with the whole illusory nightmare in which it seems you have been enfolded against your will for eons. Your absolutely crucial daily period of prayer, relaxation, contemplation, or meditation, what you call it is immaterial, when you intend to be aware of God's love for you, and when you commune with your favorite angels, guides, or mentors in the spiritual realms, provides you with the mightness of intent to bring you to the moment of awakening. The time for pain, suffering, betrayal, conflict, and war is coming to an end. There is no one on earth who is unaware of the insanity of your modern technological methods of warfare, and the numbers of those who would engage in it are steadily dwindling. Those who are still engaged with supporting and advancing the military-industrial labyrinth, or who are just earning their livings by working in it, are increasingly aware of what an ungainly and uncontrollable monster it has become. There are very few who are not questioning the way it has absorbed them into its dark and forbidding corridors as they look for ways to escape from it or disable it. The love that you embrace, share, and extend to all is sweeping away the last remnants of the foundations on which the illusion was built. An illusion dissolves when it is seen for what it is, and that is what is occurring now as the final wars and conflicts enter into a phase of self-destructive collapse or meltdown from which they will not recover. Love embraces you, love enfolds you, love is your nature, and in its presence anything that is not aligned with it disintegrates because there is nothing apart from it. The love within each one of you is determined to shine forth, and there is nothing that can prevent that from happening. You are about to blow your minds and find yourselves one with God. Your loving brother, Jesus. Channeled by John Smallman. johnsmallman2.wordpress.com